Hey, how's it going everyone? I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. In this video, we are going to go over the entire patch notes for the Rogue Company update that finally just went live. And we are also going to talk about the next Rogue that is planned to come into the Rogue Company, which is Dahlia. If this video helps you out at all, then help me out by hitting that like button. Also, we have recently started streaming over on Twitch and have had an amazing time doing so. And if you are interested in that, then be sure to go give the channel a follow. But let's cut this plug and get right into it. There are a ton of patch notes to go over here, so I'm going to just read over these as quickly as possible so we can move on and talk about what we know and what we can speculate about the next Rogue Dahlia. Starting off, Rogue Company has released a new map called Lockdown. They say that this new map features long sightlines for covering fire, contested power positions, and intense close-quarter battles inside of these prisons' walls. It's also worth mentioning that this is the first nighttime map coming into Rogue Company, so it will be interesting to see how all of that plays out. But moving on into the next update, which was Rogue Mastery. Rogue Mastery, if you don't know, is something that you will be able to grind out with each individual rogue, and you will earn cosmetics that are tailor-fitted for that rogue. And this is how Rogue Mastery is going to look exactly. So each match in versus mode will award mastery experience based on your match performance, and if you played more than one rogue during a match, such as in Demolition, the experience will be split equally between the two rogues. At each mastery level, you will receive a reward, and there are currently 10 rewards available. Levels 1 and levels 3 currently have rewards which include a spray and an emote that are unique to that rogue, and in an upcoming update they will introduce 3 additional cosmetic rewards which tie into the player identity system. Also, in the future, they are planning on unlocking the mastery page so that we can all take a look at all of the potential rewards, and any of the levels that you complete will unlock those rewards retroactively once they are introduced. So you could go ahead and grind out all the way to level 10, and even if level 10 does not have a reward, you will be sure to get that reward as soon as it does. Moving on though, they added custom matchmaking into the game as well, and this is kind of just a bare bones system, but the match host will be able to select which mode they play and what maps they will be able to choose from, and each match will require 2 players to launch. The host will also be able to select players from their friends list and send invites to the lobby, and players can be moved from team to team via the move button and or removed from the lobby. After each match, there will be a play again option if you guys are planning on playing with the same people over and over again, but like I said, this kind of seems just like a bare bones system, and hopefully they eventually introduce something that allows you to send out codes or something, maybe to group up with people without necessarily having to add them to your friends list. But moving on into the new ping system, which they have updated, and they have essentially changed it to where you can now ping out different things such as defend here, or all clear, or hold position, cancel that, group up, understood, help me, or enemies moving. They also introduced a number of quips into the game which will allow you to communicate with your fellow teammates, and these quips are things such as hello, thank you, nice, good shot, you rock, sorry, I'm the best, and you're welcome. Moving on into some weapon changes, and in general they fixed an issue where fractional damage was not rounding correctly. And now talking about specific weapons, starting with the Aaron, they have increased the body damage from 28 to 30 and also increased the headshot damage from 42 to 45. They have also fixed an issue where hit reactions were causing players to have their aim offset when transitioning into the aim down sights. For the Executioner weapon, they adjusted the rate at which tracers are displayed to be aligned with other weapons. For the HRM30KS, they increased the vertical recoil by 20% and also adjusted the recoil trend to favor the right side more. Moving on to the LR15 full body, they have fixed an issue where hit reactions were causing players to have their aim offset when transitioning into aim down sights, and the body damage has been reduced from 80 down to 70. Moving on to the LW6 revolver, which has adjusted the rate at which tracers are displayed to be aligned with the other weapons, and same with the Mamba. And now moving on into the MLX Mark IV, they have increased the field of view when aiming down sights to be less zoomed in, and they fixed an issue where hit reactions were causing players to have their aim offset when transitioning into aim down sights. And they have also adjusted the rate at which tracers are displayed to be aligned with other weapons. The final weapon that we have to talk about is the SLC, and it has had its range increased from 8.5 meters to 9.5 meters, and its headshot fall off damage has been increased from 12 to 13 damage. Now moving on into some quality of life changes. Essentially for all of the different gun categories, they have nerfed the hipfire aim assist. And now moving on into some other quality of life fixes. Glitch's hacking animation now completes before he puts away his tablet. Another quality of life fix is visual effects have been improved to indicate spawn immunity where applicable. Also, information has been added to the scoreboard, which will provide a reminder of your currently selected rogue's abilities. And also, reputation is now received the first time you complete the tutorial. Jump and mantle animations have received general improvements to their look. Wingsuit animations have received general improvements to their look, and capture points can no longer repeat at halftime in strikeout mode. Finally, we have a few bug fixes to go over here, and they have fixed an issue here where Dima's dialogue did not match the text displayed on the screen, and they also fixed an issue that allowed players to achieve higher than intended melee attack speeds. Another issue that was fixed is when logging into a console and opening a menu, your focus would stay on the mode selection or play button. They have also fixed an issue where friends would be removed from the player's friends list. Also, the Rogue Company store will now show Rogue Bucks for the Xbox players, and they also fixed an issue that was preventing the ability to invite friends to a party or add friends from a recently played list. They also fixed a bush in Favelas, which was preventing players from taking any damage. And finally, the last bug on the list is they fixed an animation issue with sprinting diagonally. So those are all of the patch notes for this update that just went live today. Now let's talk a little bit about the next rogue, which is planned on coming into Rogue Company, which is Dahlia. So we do not know a whole ton about Dahlia, but you can find her on the stats page. And on this stats page, you see that she has an icon, which is a sword, and it has wings behind it. And if you don't know, all of these rogues icons in some way, shape, or form tie into what their ultimate ability is. So as of right now, we can only take this icon and sort of speculate as to what the ability is. But assuming that she is a finished character, she could be coming into the game as soon as the next update. Now that we have all that out of the way though, let's take a little bit of time to possibly speculate as to what this sword and wing icon could be. And you can see that Trench above her has the barbed wire icon, and he of course has the ultimate ability which lays barbed wire on the ground. And Scorch, of course, below her has the Fire Fist icon, and you know that she like flames up her guns and her fists, which makes her even stronger. And this sword and this wing icon at first glance is really giving me the vibes of some sort of aerial ability, maybe something that will launch her up into the air and possibly allow her to use something else that may be able to dish out a small amount of damage or something, like possibly throwing a sword, which leads me into my other theory of what this ability could be. And it could just be a super overpowered sword throw, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know how to explain it, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys have any guesses or ideas as to what this icon could mean for Dahlia's ability. But other than that, that is all of the information I have to go over in this video. I hope you all have an amazing day. I'm out. He's one shot. All enemies have been eliminated. Bang, bang, bang. Pew, 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 pew.